And we are back again. No green screen. My desk is still not in the right place. So, as you can see, I have made quite a bit of progress on the digging front. And hello, Alex. Welcome to the stream. So I've dug all the way from here to there. Um, and then mostly down to the ground. This area, I don't think I'm going to deal with too much because it kind of just flattens out forever at this height. That area could use dug down a little bit, but everywhere else is dug down to the bottom. Won't be on long. I need to go soon. Okay, that's fine, Alex. Um, I ended up not going all the way out with this grass. Um, over here, we may end up needing to go out a little bit further, but I don't want to keep it perfectly even. And then I built this up a little bit. I plan on having water landing right about here from a cliff up above. So, let's get started. I actually did bring some resources this time, so we won't be like switching back and forth between our sorting system and here. So I think for this, we're gonna have the same issue of trying to keep it going down into this. Should probably switch to silk touch. While at the same time keeping a nice, what's it called, slope up. What's going on? Okay. Okay. So I do kind of want it to go up and back here. But not be climbable. Let's see. How's that look? Yeah, I think we're getting places. Let's add a little bit of bulk here. Dig that out and add some more height to it. Sweet. Getting places here. Let's see. How are we doing? That could use something, because that's a pretty straight ledge. Okay. And then this could not use a pillar. Yeah, that's fine. And then from here, we'll start going 2 up. Trying to keep it unclimbable at the same time here. Okay. Let's go back a layer. And that one does not need to be there. Okay. I really like the structure so far. Just remember to light up the place inside or it will be a real monster farm. I'm not going to light it up. I'm going to fill this whole thing with solid stone. Hence the stone farm. It's just right now I'm wanting to get kind of the, what's it called? The face done. I mean, like before I did from here all the way down to here. I did the entire inside of the lat in like an hour. So this should only take me 4 or 5. Yeah, it'll take a decent amount of time. Now that's about the height that I was looking for that, and then I wanted to do a really like loose path here. And then another one of those thin arcs this way with a gap in the middle. So let's bring a cliff face out this side. Oh shoot, I'm streaming Rocket League. I knew I forgot something. Okay, and fixed. Sweet. So now let's get the basis for this path in. Keeping in mind that we'll need to be able to walk on this. And this is the one part I want to be climbable. Okay. Let's round out the path a little bit. Sweet. And then from there, we'll build another cliff that ends in a peak and then kind of comes off the back here. Okay. And when we go back and do the blocks, probably put andesite here between the stone and the cobblestone. Now let's get this transition here done. So we'll have cliff in the back. Geez, it's only been 11 minutes. We've built all this. Nice. Okay. So we'll probably need to grab some night vision potions here soon, which I don't think I have any spare from last time. Let's see. How's that looking? I think it's a little flat. Yeah. Let's see. Where are we going? Like that. Just try and add some bulges here and there. Thanks for the follow, Prime Creator.
So very happy.
Finally got my follower announcement back up. And yeah, I think that looks better. We do need to try and transition it a little bit and down here. Thanks. That's why I've been kind of upset that I had it down for so long. I've been working on a better one today too. Just gotta find a good GIF creator. They can do like 125 images at once. Tried running it through Photoshop and it basically just crashed my computer for 2 hours. Let's see. So this base cliff, I'm not too keen or too worried about the design. Because it's a pretty just generic cliff. So I don't have too many reservations about how I want it at this point. Just want to kind of get something in place to where I can see how it works with everything else. It's kind of just dependent on what you see as good. I mean, my first base here was basically just a hole in the wall that was just stone, brick, glass, and wood, like this thing. It was actually right here. Um, the biggest thing is like whatever you like seeing, just build it. So a lot of like if you like something, the way something looks in real life, take a picture of it and do your best to recreate it in Minecraft. There aren't really like any specific tricks to learn. It's just however you see fit. Okay. Oh, there's a skeleton after me. Please go away. Ow, you're being a jerk. This is something you can talk to staff about, but it's okay if you and a staff say no. Well, here's the question. You have a village for you, staff, and Shadow. You live there, and Shadow is the only non-staff one living there. So can it be that when you get the server gets reset for 1.14 that I can live with you? Um, so we're actually planning on having a village similar to Cape Town. Well, I think it actually is Cape Town. Or Cape Street. We're wanting Cape Street to be a survival town. We've got to change some things with it to where it's a little bit closer to that. As far as why Shadow's living with us, we're not planning on allowing that to be a thing in 1 point. Well, when the reset, and it's not getting reset. from what we can tell right now. We don't know for a fact what it's going to go through in 1.14 as far as the access to um, the available resources, but there does not need to be a reset for every update. That is a fact. It's just sometimes you do need to reset for access to the resources. So there was a reset for 1.13 because one, people wanted a reset. The world was getting pretty old by that point. And two, we needed access to those resources that you couldn't get without a new world or a larger world. So it kind of depends on how we can manage that. We don't plan on resetting for 1.14. Unless we absolutely have to, which at this point it does not seem so. Right, and that would be one of the issues, but there's no reason to reset just a couple months after a reset. That doesn't make sense. You're not going to build a sustainable player base with that. So there are ways around that, and they're a little bit lengthy to get into on stream, but at this point, it's up in the air. But we're not wanting to do a reset. It's against anything that you would want to do as a player. Zombie has a flower. See you later, Alex. Okay, where are we going? So, I think this mound in the back actually looks pretty good. I was thinking it was looking pretty flat, so I started making it a little bit more moundy. And it's looking pretty good so far. This indent is looking a little bit weird though. Okay, that looks fine. Yeah, I think we're building this up pretty well. I kind of want to get everything up to about this layer, um, which is about that height there. And then I'll work on terraforming this back piece. I'm wanting to bring it out a little bit more and make that section a cave. And we'll see where it goes from there. Because this section is going to be weird. I got to figure out what I'm doing there. What do we have? Okay. Turn off the repeat on this song. Just throw Dance of Death into the mix. I'm gonna really enjoy terraforming between here and the grass though. That's gonna be fun. Getting the nice podzol mix of kind of the high peak and then the stone and grass. I'm trying to think of words. So there'd be like a mix of stone, grass, and gravel, and then you'd have some fertile soil of podzol mixed in there. Kind of gives you a lot more variation to work with. Bye, zombie. Thank you for giving me the flower back. And there's the zombie's death point. He is now saved. Okay. Let's try and flatten out this bottom piece here a little bit because we're about to go down a level on that front. So that's going to be the new start of the peak there. Okay. Trying to make sure this doesn't stay too uniform. It's a nice thing about doing it in these layers. You can easily just go back and kind of work over them. And the nice thing about having a stone farm, I don't have to worry about running out of stone. Particularly with my plan being to fill in the whole back. I feel like I'm kind of running away here, but I gotta figure out how to make this look uneven. You know what? It's getting to be a bit much on me. That looks better. Okay. I kind of see where I'm going wrong. I'm adding a block underneath each one. It's making it just look tiered. It's kind of hard to do that, or not do that when you have it set up like this, though. I'm wanting this to be a gradual slope, but at the same time, not look flat. And let's take a look back. Yeah, I'd say that's looking pretty good. You can kind of see we went away from having it nice and tight like this and ended up flattening it out by quite a bit. So let's do a little bit recursively here. Okay. And here to here, and bring that one out there, and this one out to about... I did misplace one there, so I'd like to go back and fix that. And the misplacement was there. Sweet. So now we can start working on the peak again. Let's see where this goes. And then we've got to start pulling off of this too. Ideally having 2 or 3 high at some points. Okay, so that's needing smoothed out. That needs some blocks there. That needs some, and that needs some. Looking good. And that one, that one, that one, and that one. Along with those. Ow. Thank you. Could stop punching me, that'd be great. Okay. You are about to get killed with a pickaxe. Thank you for your patience. Okay. And we need to start cleaning up this top a little bit. It's looking pretty good so far. No idea what's going on in the Capes Discord. Trying to get a nice base to work with here. See how this strategy works out. Come on. Obviously, it did not work out very well there. Let's clean up the back of that one a little bit. Okay. Not bad. Did a little bit of cleaning up top, but I think that was kind of the point. And then it left some overhangs down here, so we'll have to clean those up. Yeah, I think overall it added some nice variation to it. So let's just add the rest of it and kind of base it off of the thing we just did there. There we go. Okay. Taking a step back. We need to connect that and then do another layer for this segment. So this, we should be able to do that. And for this, do some thick spots, leading over for some higher ones. And then rounding into it. Hold on just a second. Apparently there was a pre-release. Now that is way too flat over here. Oh, sweet. Apparently it's just performance improvements. Hmm. Yeah, I'll go check it out later. Okay. Let's clean this up a little bit here. Oh, add a stone again. Here we go. And see how that looks. Say we're doing pretty good. Just kind of fill in this spot here. Nice base to work with later. Okay. And then, yeah, that'll be the start for the next layer. Now, for this spot, we need to chop down a couple of trees. A little bit more tree than I thought here. And then this guy over here, and we should be done. So for this spot, I'm thinking of doing a cave. So we'll kind of do an arc. And then an internal one that's a lot smoother. Sort of like that. And then this side just coming over flat. So that'll be the framework for that one. And then here we're going to have to dig out some dirt. Come on. Where are we going? Looks like back here quite a bit. How far does this go over? Okay, so for this one, we're probably not going to go the whole way. Let's just go to here, and then we'll cover the rest with stone. Down to here. Oh, one over. Okay. Layer 1. And layer 2. Layer 3. 4. And back to here, I guess. It'd kind of be a cool concept. Would be to do a mini game style of like certain survival tasks that you can do a lot more efficiently, like um, mining blocks or placing them repeatedly, like large quantities of them. I don't know, kind of an interesting concept, but probably been done before or tried and been found to be really weird. Like placing as many blocks as you can in a given period of time, or um, mining as many as you can, or for example, diamond mining really fast. Okay, so first of all, entrance would be somewhere about here. Be a nice big cave. I'd have to arc over this way. Okay. Probably arc out this way a little bit too. And then what do we have the height coming to? 81. So we'll probably have it lip out a little bit and then come up and back. That would be 81 there. I think that looks pretty good. Now let's get the lip on this one done. Perfect. And then as far as the transition between these, first of all, I need to do that. Second of all, I need to fill this in. Okay. And we can bring this out and over by a little bit. Okay. Okay. That needs round up a little bit. Okay. And then we'll probably do the same thing of having it come out. And then back. Sweet. And we just got to round between these three. And then let's just go ahead and do the ground level here. So we'll probably have it come out this way. And then up to here. Now here, we'll probably have it come out. How did I get grass in my inventory? Okay. Now I'm realizing that just having a cliff face come out of another cliff face is not going to make any sense. So we're probably going to have to round it into the side of this one a little bit. Done a little bit of it, but I'm not too certain on how it's going to look at the scale we're doing. Let's see. Because this is going to be a really tall cliff face when it comes down to it. Because it's going to be coming up to like here or so. And we're just going to have this tiny piece down here. Okay, let's clean it up a little bit. Bring it this way on top of the grass. Oh, I missed a block. Oh, well, that's a hole, I guess. Okay. Bring this guy out a little bit. I think that's looking okay. That's quite square here, so let's fix that up. Oh, I'm out of stone. Oh, I gotta put one of those back to pick up the shulker box. Sweet. And that is much less square. I say as I square it out. Okay, let's get this bottom part here done. Now we're getting into the cave entrance. This probably could have been another cave here, but I'm not too worried about it. Let's see how this is looking. Trying to fix up a little bit of issues before I walk away. That needs 2 blocks there. That needs a block there. And that's really square, so we can knock 2 off here. Place some there, there, and there. Sweet. Apparently this guy found his way up here. Not too worried about this one being climbable. There we go. And how's that one looking? So I've got a couple of orphan blocks. That one, and that. That looks better. Let's fix that gap. And this is looking really flat. Sweet. Okay. So, looks like we need to bring this up a little bit more. We haven't done all this, have we? Looks like we have. So let's bring it out this way. So we're going to end up with it here. Hi, Creeper. And where are we going? Ah, right. We're going to go up and over. This is where it starts getting really steep. Instead of going backwards, we're going forwards. Okay. Let's see. Bring it back. And then up 2 more blocks and still back a little bit. We've got a little bit of a square point and another one there. That's a square point, and we want to bring that out a little bit. That's a square point. And what are we doing? Looks good so far. Let's fix this up a little bit. Fill up some of these holes. Okay. And now we need to get that part transitioned over here. So it looks like we've got a pretty steep incline here. Hi, zombie. Please don't punch me. Okay. What are we placing and where? Looks like here. That needs to come out a little bit to make a sort of ledge, I guess. Okay. And then coming off the ledge, coming up. And this is where we start going back. Let's round this off and go back. Okay. Again, go back a step. Keep it nice and round. Back a step. As I fail to place 4 or 5 blocks in a row. And back a step. Just filling in the gaps. Cool. What are we doing now? So we've got a ledge, a nice little outcropping. Now we've got to fill it up to this guy. So we're going to have quite a few long ones here. Long from this side, that is. Okay. And out from this way again. Still coming away. And then almost straight up. And then back. And back one more. That is exceedingly diagonal. See if we can wind that down a little bit. There we go. See how we're looking. That looks really good. Cool. Sadly, that is all the time I have for tonight. So, see everyone later. Have a nice night, and I will see you tomorrow.